Hello everyone, and welcome to another dev stream summary video. It has been quite a while since the last video. Sorry about that. I skipped a dev stream summary video, and then another, until I was used to not making them anymore. So we have a lot to catch up on, so let's get started. For release 1.79, we added the Expeditions milestone page. From this page, people could view the 5 phases of the first season of Expeditions, as well as the rewards for each milestone. This was quite a big feature and took quite a while, mostly because of the rewards table being a crazy mess to look through and understand. Also, quite a few of the items that we get as rewards were not in the app. This forced me to add them and make a few hacks to add non-game items like the new suit slot. This was also a timed patron exclusive, although it took so long to make the Expedition page that in release 180, I made the update a bit sooner so that everyone can access it before the expedition ends. Also, we also spent some time improving the rewards, making them more accurate. What the We also added a quick little page for displaying the milestone patches that haven't been used, such as this pretty little one. And this one. During this time, I also fought with Apple's build tools for like 3 weeks. It kept throwing me useless errors, and so the iOS version of the apps just didn't get updates for a while. It turned out to be something really stupid, and we got the iOS updates back on track with the Android updates. When Expeditions Season 2 dropped, it was a bit of a mad dash to get the latest game items into the app. Unfortunately, the game files had changed quite a bit, and the No Man's Sky modding community needed extra time to update the Mbin compiler. Huge thank you to the No Man's Sky modding community. Without them, we wouldn't be able to data mine the files. The second season of Expeditions also changed the order of the community missions to add the Myth Beacon as the next item, which meant that the community mission page was incorrect. So we made a quick fix for that, updated all the game items, and crossed our fingers that the App Store gods would have mercy. There was also a very scary problem with the second Expedition being released. The original Expedition milestone page was only designed to show one expedition, the first expedition. So a bit of hacking was required to get an Expedition menu page going and reuse the original page to display any season's data. During the week, we got some awesome suggestions from the in-app feedback system. The Expedition menu page will now show the status of the current expedition. We will only really get to see how well this works once Season 3 of Expedition starts, but I'm quite happy with how it turned out. And finally, I added a long requested feature, the developer details section. Now you can see some of the properties of all the game items. Maybe you're curious about what the game ID is for an item, or you want to know what the name of an item is in the game files. I will be adding more details to this page as the AssistantApps patrons get an early look and report back. So now that you're all caught up on the development of the app, I bet you are wondering what I've been up to with all my spare time. One of the major projects I've worked on is a Twitch extension called Patron Banner. Initially, this was supposed to be a quick thing. All I wanted to do was display a list of patrons for a specific patron page. This turned out to be so complex, mainly because I added complexity by wanting the extension to also have a website that non-Twitch users can go to, log in and edit their settings. I also had to fight with the Twitch extension approval team that take longer to approve updates than the Google and Apple stores combined. I also had to handle quite a few situations, such as channels who have no patron supporters or with just a handful of supporters. That should all hopefully be fixed now, and soon I will work on some premium features that AssistantApps patrons will get by default. Next, the ExpeditionAlphabet page. I made this in response to Ray Reynolds' tweet. I think I initially dismissed the Pioneers badge having those characters as meaning anything, since there were more characters there than just Pioneers. Turns out those characters mean pioneering. Who would have guessed? Anyway, so I challenged myself to get that website up and running in an evening, using React and hosting it all on GitHub pages. I redrew the characters, making SVGs of them, manually editing the files till the characters looked just about right. And the GitHub pages also gave me a bit of trouble, since the React app would run in a subdirectory, but in the end, it all worked out well. Links to that site and the source code down below. Scrap Mechanic, the poor forgotten app within the AssistantApps family. This app has not done as well as the Assistant for No Man's Sky, nowhere close to the number of users actually, but that doesn't mean that we're going to give up on it. I fixed a few bugs, added a few new features that were requested, like displaying the number of fruits or vegetable items to craft a crate of that item, and added in some stats for consumable items such as the amount of hunger, thirst, and health you get from eating the item. There is still more I want to add to this app, but the updates for it won't come out on a schedule like the Assistant for No Man's Sky app. I found that my streams, especially the coding streams, can get a bit boring. So I wondered what could make the streams more fun and got some inspiration from the internet historian's streams.
Check it out, fellas. It's a vlog from 2009. They're gonna love this game. And anyone who isn't as deep as me. Bad is good, actually. Bro, I love this overlay.
Let's add silly images to the stream. In Streamlabs OBS, this is a bit of a pain to do, since you have to individually add an asset to it, and then you can import it into your current scene, and then drag, scale, and everything else that image or video. I wanted something simpler and quicker, so I made this website that lets me drop images and videos onto it, and then I can drag, resize, and rotate the assets to how I want them to look. It's open source, and you can use it if you like. I may make a video on how to use it, depends on my time. I still have some things I want to add to it, maybe even add Clippy, or make a whole new tool for a Clippy-like assistant. And finally, this YouTube channel. I felt that the Assistant for No Man's Sky channel is too specific to No Man's Sky, and since the AssistantApps has branched out to more apps and tools, I figured that we need a new YouTube channel to hold all the content. For now, this is going to be the channel for dev streams, dev stream summary videos, and gaming streams. I still need to figure out what I want to do with the channel. Maybe I'll change it to the AssistantApps channel. Maybe I'll keep Chaos Topsy as the name. Let me know what you think. Also, thank you for watching this video on this channel. I really appreciate it. Right now, I have to thank all of the AssistantApps patrons. They have continued supporting me through this period of no dev stream summary videos, and I hope they've been enjoying all the posts over on Patreon. There are still a lot of features I want to add to the Assistant for No Man's Sky, and a lot of tools that I still want to build that patrons will get access to from the start, such as the Patron Banner Twitch extension. Special thank you to my top tier patrons, The Farlander, ADHD Snow, and Chris Whitlock. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, please hack the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!